Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Help channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file Form N-565, which is application for replacement, naturalization, or citizenship document. We're going to talk about the filing fee, supporting documents, and where to file. If you are new to this channel, my name is Liman, and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process to give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I am not an attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information I have from USCIS and also based on the instruction that comes with the form. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. This is a new version of Form N-565, which will expire on the February 28, 2027. Do not file the old version. This version has it's different than the old versions, so do not file the old version. So as I mentioned, always check the expiration date, file the new one. So for us, we're gonna start where it says start here. Type or print in a black ink. We can do both. We can type, and then when we print it, we can add anything with a black ink. My advice, never correct anything that already been typed. That's my advice, never do that. And always type it with a black ink. If you write anything that is different than black ink, your form will be rejected. So let's go to part 1, information from current certificate or declaration. So your full name, provide your full name exactly as it is printed on the certificate or declaration. So family name, it's Baker. First name is Liman. Middle name is Inay. Date of birth is going to be in the format month, day, year. Is it January the 1st, 1980. Country of former citizenship or nationality is Morocco. If you have multiple citizenship, you must add it in the additional page. Certificate or declaration number, you can get it from your naturalization certificate. This right here is the number. You can put it right here, certificate or declaration number. Alien registration number, you have it if you filled the petition before. If I'm sorry, this one alien registration number is the same. You can get it from your naturalization certificate. It's right here, alien number. Let's be clear on this one right here because a lot of people are confused here. If you are a U.S. citizen by choice, which is naturalization, you have a number. If you are a U.S. citizen by birth, you don't have a number. Any immigrant in the United States has a number, just to be clear on this one. Or you can have it as well from your green card or right here from your green card or from any I-797 or I-797C. So let's go back to certificate, question number 6. Certificate or declaration issuance. Provide information about who issued your last certificate or declaration along with the date it was issued. So how we get this information right here? U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, office or name of the court, and the date. How we get this information right here? You get it from your naturalization certificate. As you can see, this one right here, who issued this certificate is U.S. Federal Court for the Western District of Texas. That's what you have to put right here. And the date, you're gonna get it from here. Same thing. That's the date was issued. That's the city and the date. That one, the example is the September the 16th, 2017. So we're gonna put this information right here. It is very simple. So in case if you don't remember it, that's because if you lost it, you don't remember this information right here. It's just add that in your additional information page. Let's go now to part 2. Current information about you. Same person. Your full legal name. Do not provide nickname. Only full name. Baker, Isliman, middle name is A. Current information about you. Other names used. We never use any other names. So NA. When I print it, I'm going to add a slash, a forward slash with a black ink right here. You must remember to add them right here once you printed your form. So current mailing address, in care of name, Baker Sliman, street number and name, 120 Robert Run, city or town, Indianapolis, state Indiana, and the zip code is 46254. The country, of course, it will be automatically populated right here, USA. Has your marital status changed since your last document was issued? In my case, is yes, I got married. If you answer no, you don't have to do anything. But if you answered yes to item number 4, provide your current marital status in item number 5 and attach a copy of your marriage certificate, annulment decree, divorce decree, or spouse death certificate. Your current marital status married. Now you must submit a marriage certificate with this form. Number 6. Since becoming a U.S. citizen, have you lost or renounced your U.S. citizenship in any manner? In my case, it's yes, because there is 2 statements right here. 1, lost or renounced your U.S. citizenship in any manner. So there is 2 statements right here, not just this one is bad, but lost, you lost it. But renounce, it's bad. But lost, you lost your certificate. If you answer yes to item number 6, provide an explanation in part 2, additional information, attach a separate sheet of paper. You gotta explain how you lost your naturalization certificate. Now let's go to part 3. Type of application. You have multiple right here. I'm applying for a new certificate of naturalization. If you select item A, so for us we did not select item number A, so we're gonna go straight to basis for my application. Select all applicable boxes and provide explanation where requested. My certificate or declaration was lost, stolen, or destroyed. That's the one that applied for me. I lost my naturalization certificate at the airport. Provide an explanation of when, where, and how this happened. You must give this information right. They told you when, where, and how that happened. So on the 15th August 2024, this one should be like this. I lost my luggage at JFK airport, and it has my naturalization certificate. Whatever, the ATI Airlines never found my luggage. So just basic explanation. Now they said not right here. If you selected item A in item number 2, go to part 9 and attach a copy of certificate or declaration and police report and or sworn statement. Yeah, just I want to mention something right here. In case you lost any official document, you must always do a police report. It is good to have that as evidence. In this case, as you can see, they ask for it. I know you will have a report from your airline, in my example, but you need a police report. For example, for a passport, your birth certificate, naturalization certificate, you must have a police certificate for these ones. So this is, we selected the basis for my application. Number A, if you do, go part 9. So we're done with this application. But in case you selected the other one, which is because there is a multiple for basis for my application, my certificate or declaration is mutated. My certificate or declaration is incorrect due to a typo, graphical or clerical error by USCIS. My name has legally changed. But for this video, I'm not going to go through all this. But for this video, we did my certificate or declaration was lost, stolen, or destroyed. That's the basis of filing for this video. So we're going to go straight to part 9. Part 8, part 9, because this form it has for multiple purposes. So we're going to go straight to part 9. applicant statement, contact information, certification, and signature. So applicant statement, select the box for either item A or B in item number 1 if applicable. If applicable, select the box for item number 2. Applicant's statement regarding the interpreter. For us, I file this form by myself, so I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this application and may answer to every question. Always have your instruction that comes with the form open, so you will need it. So applicant, we did that. So we did number A. So we're gonna go applicant contact information. You will need to provide the phone number and applicant email address. Those are very, very important. If they need you, they will contact you. So applicant signature. First, I'm gonna date it is 11. Today's date 11 November the 2nd, 2024. I'm gonna print it when I'm gonna print it, then sign it with a black ink. Do not put your full name right here or initial it. It must be printed first, then sign it with a black ink. If you put your full name right here or you initial it, your form will be rejected by USCIS. Do not do that. Print it, then sign it with a black ink. So now we're done filing this form. Now let's talk about the filing fee, supporting documents, and where to file. So to get the information for a filing fee, supporting documents, and where to file, just go uscis.gov/N-565, and it's going to take you to this page right here, which is application for replacement naturalization citizenship document. And go, oh, by the way, you can find this form online, which is good. It's a good thing. You save some money on this one. I think it's $50 if you do it online. Let's go now to the filing fee. You click on this one right here. It's gonna take you how much it costs to file N-565. So general filing for a paper filing fee is $555, and online filing fee is $505, which is good. You save $50 if you file online. They are doing this. USCIS doing this for all forms. If you file online, you save $50. But if you are filing because your certificate contains incorrect information due to USCIS error, is $0. You do not pay a fee if USCIS make a mistake on your naturalization certificate. Now let's go back to supporting document. Supporting document, it will be different from case to case, but for example, if your application it's stolen, you need a police report or sworn statement if we are applying for replacement of a lost, stolen, or destroyed document, and of course your marriage certificate if your material status has been changed. So this is, you have to go through this because, as I mentioned, it has to be it is different from case to case. 2 identical passport style photographs if you live outside the United States. Your original document or certificate if you are applying for a new replacement document due to a name, date of birth. It's that does not apply for us in this case because because our case the naturalization certificate it's been stolen. A copy of the original document you are applying for replacement of lost, stolen, or destroyed document if applicable. Evidence of USCIS. As I mentioned, it will be different from case to case. But for our case, I think you will need just a naturalization certificate if you have it, a copy of it, and a marriage certificate, and a police report. And you have, if you have, in my case, I will add the airline report as well. Now, let's go to. Now we talked about the supporting document. Now let's go where to file. So you have 2 options for filing your form N-565 with USCIS, online or by mail. We are doing this by mail, of course. So this is filing your form N-565 by mail. You're gonna mail your form to USCIS Phoenix Lockbox. If you use US Postal Service, you use this address right here, which is USCIS whatever ITTN N N-565 PO Box 250, Phoenix, Arizona. If you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL deliveries, you send it to this address right here. So they give you two options right here. It depends what service you use. You will send it for USCIS. For US Postal Service, you send it to this address right here. For FedEx, UPS, and DHL deliveries, you send it to this address right here. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.